not quite your last game. What did you make of it?
I thought probably the game went maybe the way I thought it might do. I thought that we would lose energy in the second half, and played some great stuff in the first half. And the second goal was just the way that I think that we played against Feyenoord as well too. So some lovely moves. Maybe the third goal just before half time would have been great, the one that we hit the post with. But second half, Hibs come roaring back, got the penalty. We were in the back foot, but we dug it out, and that was the most important thing. And just to win here was great, particularly after the exertions of Thursday night, and to see it through. So we were definitely, the last 10 minutes, we were probably out on our feet, really. But, great. So couldn't obviously be more pleased with the team. They've shown some resilience as well as being able to play some decent football. Well, more than decent.
How do you handle this situation where suddenly you find out you're in charge for another game?
Yeah, that was a wee bit strange, I must admit, So I've had a joke up there with the people about saying about whatever's happening to the paperwork. I have no idea. Maybe I'm hiding it. But just, and if it's, you must be bored asking me about the question. So it was a strange thing because I only found out yesterday. I genuinely thought this was my last game.
Your legacy is intact from what had gone before, but
I'm not, Peter, I've said this to you before. The legacy does not worry me a jot. What worried me was coming and failing here, really failing, like and that could have happened. So players, backroom staff have been terrific for me. And I know I've said this before, but it's worth repeating. If you're talking about legacies, Jock Stein, the rest of us will just follow on.
But does it please you though that there's a
of course,
failure? It must please you personally.
Of course, I'm delighted. I'm delighted to have got the opportunity. Did I think about it at the time? Yeah, I did. You're concerned about coming back. You haven't been properly in the game for some time. You haven't thought like a manager. You haven't done any of those particular things for some years, and of course, yeah, and the general view is today that it's a young man's game, and that managers who might have some experience would maybe consider themselves, old-fashioned in many aspects. But I was blessed coming in here with young men that I manage, believe it or not, who've all become excellent coaches. They've been great to me, and they've been great for me. So I can't ask for any more. And the players' response has been, it's been terrific, really, really terrific. Particularly if you think about the Feyenoord game. But this, to me, this game was more important.
The longer you do the job, though, Martin, is there not part of you that thinks about wanting to stay on? Although that may not be a possibility, but in your head, is that not something you...
I think, in fairness to the new manager coming in, I think the board have made a decision on that there, and I think only fair to him to come in now, get in, and get his feet under the table, look at the side, because he's got some really great games to look forward to coming up, and nothing will be easy, of course. Nothing is, but it'll be an exciting team, and he'll take over a side that's actually, I think, brimming might be too strong a word, but they certainly have got loads of self-confidence about themselves now.
Is it just a red tape issue? Is that your understanding of the...
Yeah.
In your head is Wednesday definitely then?
I would, in my mind, absolutely. In my mind at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, it was also, this was my last game, and so... Yep.
Has it given you a new lease of life, Martin?
It certainly has. It certainly has given me a new... No, just working with young people, with the odd exception at the training ground, working with young people has definitely invigorated me, or reinvigorated me, no question about it. And just to be around footballers again and seeing what the young player thinks about the game now, I think those things, I've learned a lot in the last 6 weeks or whatever the case may be. Genuinely have learned a lot about players, about young players, what they think, how they'd approach games, and just a bit of guidance along the way, which is I think that I've had it.
Yeah, say, not talk about the manager getting his feet under the table and assessing the place, but the new manager's first 3 games could be Hearts, Roma, a cup final. Is there no case now to just say, just take your time, go and find a nice house and sit tight till after Hampden?
Are you joining the Celtic board? Are you? Right. Yeah. So those games are games to look forward to, I must admit, and yeah. But I'm sure I mean, I've not spoken to the man, but I'm quite sure he would want to get in here as soon as possible. You know, to get going, and at least on the back of good results, and the team now starting to play with a sort of confidence that has, you know, pervaded this football club for some time.
Martin, just to clear up one thing, at no stage did Dermot ever say to you, would you think about it?
About what?
The job?
No, absolutely not. No, he didn't. No, it's either in here to yes, no.
Is there perhaps a tinge of disappointment you not be the one in charge for the final?
No, I don't, really. Do you know what? When I'm out of here, and the final takes place, and yeah, I might think about that. Not at the minute. I don't really. And this is my job. My job is just to go in and you know, get things reorganised, if for want of a better word, and go out the minute that they say. So yeah, that's the way it is. And I, you know, but in all of this, you know, we've beaten Rangers. That is massive. Sorry, lad. You know, just it's rare. You know.
You're talking there about you're just coming in to do your job.
Yeah.
When you agreed to take it, Celtic were 8 points behind Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
You're now 2 points behind with a game in hand.
Mm-hmm.
How do you assess the job then? I mean,
Oh,
you've entirely closed the gap.
Well, that yes, we have, and I am genuinely delighted with it. Really, really. We got a lesson in Michelin, you know, absolutely. But you know that whether we were capable of playing European football to that level, I think they're a very good side. As I said to you, I'd seen them a couple of weeks earlier when they hammered Nottingham Forest, and then we got a bit of pride back for what it, but you know, in the performance and the result in Feyenoord, and that definitely gave us a boost today, because I knew that we would get really tired in the last 20 odd minutes of the game, and then with the Hibs scoring so soon after half time, we were definitely in the back foot, but we saw it through, and maybe that's what probably pleased me most about today.
Who gave you the call, Martin, to say you were staying on for a few days longer?
Pardon?
Who gave you the phone call?
My wife. No, I'm only joking. Oh, lads, honestly, just take my crap humour, honestly, and just burn it, for God's sake, burn it. I think I missed a message from Michael, and it was Sean who told me, you know. So that's Sean Maloney told me, you know, and I said to him, does that mean I have to work with you again for another week? No, he wasn't happy with that, you know. But he has done great, and so honestly, so I've, as I said to you, worth repeating. Couldn't have done this here. I had the backroom staff, a lot of them there, have been great to me and for me.
Martin, you've spoken about how much you've enjoyed your time here. Can we expect you in a management role elsewhere after the time here?
That's a good question, right. I'll think about it. All right. No, sorry. Other people have to think about it for you. But yeah. So, but as I said to you, a reinvigoration as much as anything else. Pleased with that there, and yeah. So, and I can look forward to Christmas. I think, you know. So, anyway, good point. Thank.